Hello, we're excited to be here this morning. How are you?
Good morning,
Hey,
everyone.
morning, everybody.
Tammy, Michael, I love this. I am Tammy, the co-host, and Michael, the guest today, sharing a lot of valuable information on Canva and the new magic it's brought for us to be entrepreneurs doing things that are gonna make our brand look good. See? Michael already put that up there.
Michael's great. I'm
Coach
so excited to have him. And I'm excited for everybody that's watching today. So make sure if you like us, make sure you mark it on there. Love us and like us, follow us, share it. And if you have any questions for Michael here or for us, please just ask. So, and Michael, we're going to just kind of let you take it away for us today because you have a lot.
Yes, I do have a lot to cover. This hour is going to fly by. And so just so everyone knows, I do have handouts that's going to be available that'll be made available at the end of the presentation. So I know you're going to be taking notes and all that. You'll have access to the replay here in this group, but as well as the handout that I'm going to provide for you. So I am very excited about talking about Canva today, because Canva is one of those tools that I use almost on a daily basis for pretty much anything that I do from a design standpoint. I'm using Canva, and I'll talk more about that as we get started. So let me share my screen here, and let's see.
And I agree with you while you're set up all that. I almost use Canva every day, literally.
I do use it daily. So
Yeah, I'm typically using some form of Canva AI almost every single day.
Exactly.
Even just to try things out. Like sometimes I'll see a design, I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I can do that in Canva. And I'll go like try to mimic that design in Canva.
That's awesome. But that's a great way to learn, you know.
And look at that beautiful graphic there, beautiful work there that each of us are able to create as well. So I'm excited to hear.
And so for today, I'm using a Canva presentation that I've set up with all my branding and all of that. But I'm actually running this directly from Canva. So I'm going to be toggling between the presentation mode and actual live Canva for everyone, just so you all know. Okay. And like I said, at the end, you will receive a copy of this presentation. And it has information about who I am. So I'm not going to read through any of that. You can look through that information when you get the presentation. But for today, what I want to do is actually, I'm going to walk you through some of the main features in Canva. And Canva has so many, and they just really released some really cool features last week, which I'm very excited to share with you all as well. And so you're going to get a PDF version of this document, this presentation, and the menus are clickable. So as an example, if you're in here and you say, hey, Michael talked about Brand Hub, I want to know more information about that. You'll be able to click on the link and it's going to take you to the page to learn more about the Brand Hub, as far as setting up tips and all of that. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That speaks to Michael's generous heart.
He's very, very generous. We appreciate this, Michael.
Yeah. So like I said, I have a lot of information to cover today. I'm not going to be able to get to everything that's in here, but I still want to give you access to this document so that way you can review it and really learn more about how to use Canva more effectively. And so if you do have questions as we're going through, put them on the Facebook group and we will do our best to answer those questions towards the end. All right, so let's get started. So typically, anytime I'm looking at helping someone get their Canva set up, the first thing I like to go to is setting up your brand kit. I believe that if you have your brand kit set up properly, it's going to save you time, help you be more productive. And it's just going to help you look better, show up better in all your designs, whether it's on social media, whether it's in print products, everything's going to flow well because your brand is all set up. And so when we think about our brand hub, it consists of things like our brand kit, which is our colors, our fonts, logos, and some images and things. So I'll show you that when I get into Canva. But this document will give you an idea of how to set it up. But I'm actually going to go over to Canva here.
Michael, I want to say, for the ones starting, for the ones that do not know the jargon, brand kit is, for example, if you think of Michael's brand and everything is purple You see the same picture, you see purple and yellow on the font and white. So think of anything, any brand that you like, Disney, Verizon, whatever it is. What are their colors, their fonts, etc. I just wanted to put that in.
Yeah, thank you, Laura. Yeah, that's so important, right? It's something that it makes it easier for people to recognize you, even if they can't see the words. Like I know, like if I'm driving down the road and we see the golden arches, right? We know that there's a McDonald's nearby. So you know you're reaching civilization, when you're traveling. So that brand is so important. So here on Canva, and also just so you know, a lot of the features I'm highlighting are for the paid professional version of Canva, which is a great investment. Some of the features you can try for free. With the free version, they have a limited offering. Some of the features you can get a 30-day trial of the professional one. However, as a coach, entrepreneur, I really encourage you to invest in Canva. It is very inexpensive for what it does. So here on the Canva main page, on the left-hand side, you'll see brand. If you just click on brand, this is where you're going to see all of your brand kits if you have any. And what did I do?
Okay, so you can have multiple joint ventures or businesses, and you have a file for each. Okay.
Yes, so I have lots of brands here. Some are real, some are fake. If you're on the free version, you used to could just do one brand kit. I'm not sure if that still exists or not. But paid, you have unlimited brands. And all you would simply do is from here is click on add new. I'm not going to create a new brand today. I'm just going to show you with my existing brand.
Perfect.
So the first thing you do when you're setting up your brand kit is going to add your logos. And I understand some of you may be saying, hey, I'm new to business. I don't have a logo yet. And that's okay. Even if you don't have your logos, if you at least know your colors or you have some type of image that you're like, I want to use these colors in my imagery, you can do that. Now, if you do have your logo, like I said, the first thing you want to do is actually add your logo. And when you add your logo, Canva is going to pull the colors off of your image to make your color palette. So I'm going to show you as an example. If I click on add new, upload logo, and I'm just going to upload an image. So I'm going to upload this image today for today's event here. And it's going to automatically pull the primary colors off of that image.
That's amazing.
Which works great because sometimes maybe you didn't create your logo. Maybe you had someone on Fiverr or some other company create your logo for you, and you don't know those primary colors. Well, Canva allows you to upload that logo and pull off those colors. And if I can choose to either keep the colors or remove them, I'm going to remove them since they don't go with my brand. I'm just going to remove this as well. But that's how you can.
What's kind of funny is like the gold that pulled up when I put the gold in Canva is a different color of gold than it pulled up on the logo colors,
Yeah, and sometimes it will, right? So sometimes
it's just slightly different.
And you need to play with it and adjust. And also, so for the people that are worried about not having a logo yet and they're just starting, it's just so amazing to create a flyer, to create an image or a graphic, and then upload it. And from there, if you like that and it represents you and what you want to carry on forward, then there it is.
Yes.
There it is. It sorts it out for you. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then you can always add additional colors too. So if I say, hey, red is the color that I use sometime, I can easily come in here. If I know that hex code for red, all right, I can say, well, sometimes I use this red, so I can easily type that hex code in, which is this character combination right here with the hash sign, or I can simply select the color. So Canva is very flexible in that.
Excellent.
Yep. So I have 3 logos here and I have 3 color palettes for those different logos. Next, you have your fonts. So this gives you the opportunity to select fonts that you normally use with your designs. That way you can keep a consistent look with all your designs. And so they have the different categories here. And any of these, you can simply click on the pencil icon and you select your font. So in this case, I've got Roboto selected here. And so I can select the font, the size, whether it's bold or italicized. So you can do all that there. I can also name it if you want to. I'm just going to leave it as heading, but you can do that as well. And you can add additional fonts. So maybe you purchased a font, or maybe you were working with a designer and they say, hey, I got this Adobe font here. I recommend you use it for all of your designs. You can easily come here and upload your font. they give you the option. So if I go here, there's an option here that says upload a font. Okay. All right, so we have our fonts. Next is your brand voice. So brand voice is brand new. And what brand voice is, it allows you to, Canva has a lot of new AI features. And when you specify your brand voice, you're telling Canva how to create the right phraseology for you that kind of matches your brand. So as an example, let me go back here. So example, like here's some examples, some brand voices: Nike, empowering, motivational, aspirational. Apple, innovative, sleek, minimalist. Coca-Cola, refreshing, joyful, nostalgic, right? So that's some of their brand voice. So when you think about them, you hear them use words similar to that when they're in their marketing efforts. So that's why you want to set up your brand voice. And so you see here, I have my brand voice, and you're limited to 500 characters. And so for me, I've got, our voice resonates with warmth, clarity, and friendliness on a global scale. It's professional, confident, and respectful, always aiming to empower and engage. Beyond that, we inspire with authority, drive action, and encourage reflection.
Very specific and descriptive of you.
I love it. Well, it's kind of like when you're doing AI, it has to be descriptive.
Yes.
So it can understand you. It's like teaching a toddler, that's how I look at it. It's like, okay, I'm teaching my toddler how to work, or my assistant how to work, and my assistant's my AI. So
yeah. And for Canva, for the AI features in Canva, we're training it to know how to create content for us faster. So that's very important to have on brand.
So, and for those that are new, you can go to ChatGPT for free online and say, hey, help me create my voice, my brand voice. And describe yourself, and then ChatGPT, yourself and whatever you want to accomplish. And then ChatGPT will help you, will give it to you.
That's a great point, Lori. And also, if you know brands or people that you want to kind of like emulate, you can always say, hey, can you describe the brand voice of this person, this influencer? And if ChatGPT knows who it is, they will give you their brand voice, just like how I was able to get them for Nike and Coca-Cola.
And that's a good base for you to create your own brand. Oh my goodness, that's genius too, Michael.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. Yeah. And I that's what I did to help write mine. Like I had some ideas, but I still wanted to compare with other people's to really get those powerful words for it. Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm going to skip this section here where it says try your brand voice in the design. We'll come back to that. So next is photos. So as part of your brand kit, if you have photos that you use on a regular basis, you can easily add them here versus you having to remember, oh man, where are my headshots at? Or where's this photo that I always use? No, go ahead and add them here. Then when you're creating a design, it makes it that much easier and faster for you to really grab the images you want to use in your design. So you see, I have 53 photos here. Next, you have any graphics that you use. So here I've got a few different graphics that I use. One is my QR code. So I use my QR code for my digital business card on a regular basis. So I went ahead and uploaded it here as a graphic that I can quickly access. This little purple background here, I use it a lot in my designs. So I went ahead and added it here in Canva versus me trying to remember how I created it or look for it each time. It's easily available. Okay. And then you can add icons. So if there are specific icons that you always use in your designs, go ahead and upload them here just to make it easier for you to get to them. Right, because it's all about saving you time. Okay. And so that's setting up your brand kit. And to be honest with you, I could literally spend an hour talking about things you can do with the brand kit.
Just the brand kit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's so much you can do. And I'm just talking about the brand kit part. I haven't even talked about brand templates and all the type of stuff that go along with it. Okay. But what I want to do
is intro. This is a great intro.
Thank you, thank you. So then right here, there's an option that says, try your brand voice in a design. So I actually want to just demonstrate that for you. So you see my brand voice here. So if I click here on this button, try your brand voice in a design, it's going to take me to a simple Canva design here. And this takes me actually to a Canva doc. Canva docs are similar to like a Word document or a Google Doc that allows you to add designs and videos in a whole document format. So then right here, it's got my brand voice in here. And so if I had some text, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to put some, actually, I'll just click generate in this brand voice. So if I click right here, generate in this brand voice, whatever I put in here, it's going to put it in my brand voice. So resonates with warmth, clarity, friendliness on a global scale. So I'm going to put 5 tips for, let's say taking action towards goals. So if I just put that text in there, click generate, we'll see what it comes up with. I haven't tried this example, so no pressure, right?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So AI just created this for me. Setting goals is one thing, but taking action towards them is another. So it went out and gave me some tips on goal setting, and it's using my brand voice to write this text. So some of the words they chose are words that line up with my brand voice.
Is it because it's already embedded there, or did you do something to tap into or your brand voice, or is it because it's already a default?
Well, yeah, it's because I already added it. So that's right here where it says brand voice. And so if I was in a different design, I could always come here on the left under brand and select my brand voice to write it.
Right. Oh my goodness. Amazing.
Awesome.
And you can always apply so if you have existing text, you can always apply your brand voice to that. So I'll demonstrate that in a little bit as well. Okay. But that's just one example of actually using your brand voice in a new design and using AI to generate this content. Okay, so I'm going to close that out here. Okay, and so then that's all about setting up the brand voice. And so I'm going to go back to my slide here. And so under creation basics, the next thing I want to talk about is actually using a design, really using a template. I'm going to go back to Canva, and I'm going to go back to the Canva homepage. So one of the best things about Canva is that it is loaded with templates, literally thousands upon thousands of templates for anything you need. And so if you're looking to create a design, it's best to start off with the right size template for that design. Now, there's a few things you can do. One is you can always type what you're looking for, and Canva will help you find the right template, and it uses AI to help you with some of that. So as an example, let's say I'm looking to create a Instagram post. We'll just say with quotes. So if I press enter there, it's going to give me some suggestive images using their little magic design feature. So these are just kind of some suggestive starter images for me to get started with this little Instagram post for quotes template I'm looking for. And here I can actually narrow my search down a little bit. So if I know there's a certain category I want to make it for, I can do that. If I already have existing images that I want to use, I can easily upload images or select previously uploaded images here as well. So as an example, I'm just going to choose a file and I'll pick actually, I'll just pick a image from my computer real quick here. Let's see. All right, so I'm just going to upload an image. Okay. And then next is brand. So I can come here and I can pick which brand I want to use. either my color scheme, or I can look through some of the many other brands that are available. Okay, so I'm just going to say click on mine here and click see results. And so then it does its best to apply my brand, and I can see these are the examples it's giving me.
And all those other brands available are your own that you've created for of your different business aspects, right?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmasters.
But they do have some that I haven't created. So these are just some Canva brands as well.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so these are all Canvas.
That you can, if you don't have no idea what you're doing, you can also, you know, take those as
Correct.
And so if I see a design in here that I want to use, I can look through them and say, okay, well, I want to use this one here. All I would do is click on it and I can go and customize this template.
But man, it already did so much for you just by offering that one, and then you can create, you can make some adjustments.
So it's less work.
Yes. Yep. And of course I would adjust my image so I could. I don't like how my head is getting cut off. So let's see here. Let's just, I can either set it as a background, or let me undo that.
Or make it
Or
smaller.
just shrink it a little.
Yeah, make it smaller.
Yeah.
The corners, yeah. And it'll move down.
Or move that line lower. So
Yeah,
there's
I think I'm gonna have to. Let's see.
so the white line.
And now you should be able just with the arrow, yeah. It's better.
So this has it, it's diagonal. I'm not sure why they in their design like that. Interesting.
You have to usually double click. I have this in one of my. It's perfect. You got it.
All right, there we go. Yeah, thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah, I was like, why is the thing not moving? But yeah, so you can easily go in there and do that. Now there's a quote, a spot for a quote here. So since I'm in a design, if I want to continue to apply my brand properties to it, on the left-hand side here, I would select brand. And now I can see my brand templates. I can see my brand voice, my logos. So I can easily add my logo here. Let's add the logo. And I can put that there if I want to. If I want to shuffle the colors, I can easily
Wow.
through my colors.
Oh, I like that. I didn't know you could do that. The shuffle.
Yeah, so you can shuffle through colors. I could easily add images. So I can go here to graphics. If I want to add my graphic here, I can just set this as background. So now that's my background.
Oh my goodness, is definitely enhancing everything.
I'm going to change that back and
From a simple graphic to a more.
right, so I can easily do things like that, just applying my brand kit to it.
It's
And
so
of course, I have
vibrant.
all my photos and things, so I can easily add. And if I wanted to have this little logo thing here, I can easily add that to the bottom of my graphic, my design, if I wanted to.
Very cool.
Okay. And then here, where it has text, you see here when I select it, it says magic write. So there's some options here on the magic write where I can apply my brand voice to it. I could use these other little AI features if I need to continue writing, meaning it's going to expand the text. If I need to summarize it to make it smaller, completely rewrite it, I can do that, make it more fun, make it more formal. All right, so I can do all that text. I'm just going to say apply brand voice. Okay, and so now it rewrote it for me. And let's make this a little bigger here. And I'm just going to ungroup that. Okay. So it rewrote that text for me using my brand voice as an example.
So what is the sprinkle fairy dust I noticed in there?
It's the magic.
Let's try that. Okay, sprinkle fairy dust.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. All right, there you go. I guess it's just going to be random, right? Yeah. So let's try it one more time. Sprinkle fairy dust. All right. Yeah. So just like that, right? You've got a design.
Oh, that's funny.
As easy as that. Okay. All right. And so that's just doing a simple design and applying our brand voice to it,
That's
applying our
amazing.
brand colors to it in the design.
That's awesome.
I'll probably put this here or something. All right. So you can easily do that. And once you're done with your design with Canva, Canva makes it really easy to share your designs, whether you want to share it directly on social media right now, or if you want to download it as an image to share it later, you can easily come here on the right-hand side and click on share, and you'll see your options. So right away, I see Instagram, so I could easily click here and send this post to Instagram right now. They make it really easy to do that. I can also simply download it if I want to. And you have your different download options here. So depending on the format, you can make those options. I can share on social, so to give me all the different social media outlets that I can go to. And you see here, I can schedule the post. So let's say I want to schedule this for next week. I can simply click schedule. If I wanted to go out on October 17th, I could pick my time. Let's see, 2:00 p.m. here. I would click next, and then I would select my channel or add an existing channel from the list.
Can it be more than one?
Only one at a time.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so you would pick, so if I pick Instagram, then I would have to go back to the design and then schedule it for LinkedIn or Facebook. But yeah, so Canva makes that part really, really easy to do. Okay, and so that's all setting up a design. So now I'm going to actually show an AI feature that I think could be helpful. So let's say that, okay, I've already got my design set up that I want to use. And what I want to do is actually create multiple versions of this. So I've got this set up where I can show some quotes here, but I'm looking to have a lot of quotes. Maybe I need, let's say 10 quotes or something like that. So this is where you can use ChatGPT along with Canva pretty quickly. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT here. And for this example, I'm going to use the free version of ChatGPT 3.5. And I have a little simple prompt here I'm going to put in. So the prompt I'm going to use for this example is generate 10 tips for unlocking power through freedom in nature, and with the title separated from the descriptions in a table format.
Thank you, Michael.
Awesome. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So I just submit this here.
And
Let's see.
I
All
love
right.
it.
on
So
in a table format.
Yes.
I've
So
seen
split in
this.
the table format here. Okay. So we have our 10 tips, titles, and descriptions all set up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And I'm just going to copy all of this. So I just got them all selected. I'm just going to copy it.
Okay, so you didn't need to do the clipboard up there?
You could. Only reason why I didn't do the clipboard is because the clipboard brings in this text at the top here.
Ah,
too.
got it. Okay,
Yeah. So that's why I didn't do it in this case.
that's true. It can be annoying to
Yep.
include the instructions.
All right. So then now we're going to come back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my template to create 10 quote posts. Okay. So what I'm going to do on the left-hand side, you want to go to apps. And if you search for the word bulk, so B-U-L-K, and this is their Canvas bulk create. So I'm going to click on that. And with bulk create, either you can upload a CSV file, comma separated values file, or you can enter data manually. So for this example, I'm going to just click enter data manually. I'm going to clear the table, and I'm going to put my cursor right here, and I'm just going to right click and paste.
Wow.
So this is the title and the descriptions from before.
I've seen it done with adding the CVS or CSV.
Oh yeah, CSV, yep.
And that kind of like, I go into a paranoid mode. But to know that this is an option, it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, I love being able to just copy it directly in here without having to go to like a Google Doc or
Exactly.
Excel.
Oh,
And is
that's
it because
nice.
you ask ChatGPT to give it to you in a table format? Or
Yes.
Okay, that's the key.
Because if I didn't
Amazing.
ask for the table format, it would have made an assumption. So it may have given it to me in a list format
Right.
or some of the
Oh my
format.
goodness, Michael, this is amazing. People
Yeah,
out
it is.
there, aren't these nuggets of wisdom? I'm smiling
So are
here.
you going to post all these quotes on our site? Schedule one for once.
Right. So we'll see, right? All right. So I have two fields here. I've got a tip title and description. So what I'm going to
Okay.
do is I'm going to make this box right here be my title. So I'm just going to right click on it, connect data, and I'm
Oh,
going to set it as title. Okay. So I'll put the title right here. And
With
then
like a-
this is going to be the quote here. So I'm just going to right click, connect data and description.
oh my
Wow.
goodness, that's with the template you already created.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Okay. So we got those two fields in there. I'm going to click continue. And you see I have 10 tips here. Now generate 10 pages.
Mm.
And so I'll show you what was generated here. Let's click this. Okay,
Yes,
so
look at
it
all
just
the
created these 10 pages here. Let me
Oh, wow.
preview this for everybody. Okay, so this is number 1, number 2. So just like that, we've just created 10 tips, if you will. And then of course you can always go in and edit the designs if you need to.
Yeah, change the picture to whatever the quote says or
Mhm.
oh my goodness.
Now, is there a way to have like a couple different photos or a photo that it would change the photo?
Yeah, so then what you would
Each time?
do is let's go back here as an example. Enter data manually. I'm going to add an image. So if you did have images, and so I think I've got some profile pictures here. Let's see. So I'm just going to add profile pictures here.
Oh, okay.
Where
And-
is that from? Where is the profile pictures from?
And so these are just in a
folder?
folder. Yeah, so these are
Okay.
just in the folder. One of the many folders that I have here.
So we could do a nature folder,
Yes.
nature picture. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So
Which
I'll
I
just-
do have a huge nature folder.
I'm sure you do, Tammy. She's amazing with
And so now that I have an image, I need a place to put the image. So you see here, there's no option for adding it here.
Right.
So what I'm going to have to do is I need to have a frame. So if I go back to elements
Mhm.
and I'm just going to grab a frame. Let's just grab this frame here. Okay, so if I use this frame instead, now if I go back to bulk create, oh, I may be, okay, I got to repaste my data. All right, no problem. All right, so we'll copy this again. That is one thing I don't like is that if you do make a change, you have to go back.
Oh, that's too
Okay,
bad.
so we're gonna.
But
quickly-
still, with that mistake or whatever, it's still so fast. It goes. I mean, then creating each of those images.
All right, so I'll grab. Okay, so now we have our images. So we have our title, description, and if I right click here, connect data, select image. So you see that you have check marks next to all 3 fields here.
Yes.
Okay. And you can always adjust. So if I know that the font should be a little bit bigger here, I can always make the font a little bigger. I can, I think this is already bold, but I'll make it even bolder. Okay, so I can do that. Continue, generate 10 pages. Okay, so then just like that.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep. So in a matter of
Awesome.
minutes, you can generate, 30 days of content if you wanted to.
The picture
love
goes
it.
very well with that number 6, set goals in nature. She's with the tree, that's
Oh,
perfect.
yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Set and visualize your life goals while surrounded by the beauty of nature. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mhm. That was a good idea, Laura. You saw that.
Poof, I spotted it. I'm like, there's a tree.
Yay.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's kind of how you can use Canva's bulk create feature. And like I said before, you can always go back and modify any of these to apply your brand voice to it just by simply clicking on it, magic right.
Or to tweak them a little bit, you know, to make them a little bit different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
So you
maybe
can always
Clever.
do that.
even
In
though
a,
consistency is important, just variation can be fun too. So
yep, I agree. And so in addition to being able to click on something and click on magic right, on the right-hand side, you have Canva Assistant. So if I click on Canva Assistant, you'll see some of your different options, depending on what you have selected. So if I have this selected and I click on Canva Assistant, I'll see the same magic right options here, summarize, expand, and all of that. But I can see some other things that I can do with it.
Very
And they
cool.
give me suggested photos to match my design. So I can easily use her photo instead if I wanted to. So Canva Assistant can be really helpful.
Very cool.
So even for this one here, let's see, if I do, okay, so it's not showing me any, I mean, I guess that's kind of outside.
With the ocean, the background.
Okay, but I can see here other photos that may fit a similar look to hers over here using the magic recommendations.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yep. So that's all cool things that you can do using this feature. Now, let's say we already have our 10 Instagram ones. Well, maybe I want to use it on Facebook, and Facebook is a different size. Or maybe I want to make them into a reel, or I can easily do that as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
Canva now has a magic switch. It used to be called magic resize. They changed it to magic switch because you can do a lot more with it now. So if I click here on magic switch,
oh wow.
Wow, I didn't know it could do this.
Yeah. So you can see, so let's just, if I want to make this into let's just make it into a reel. So if I just search reel, Instagram reel size, I'll just click that and click continue. And so it's going to take all 10 pages. And it gives me a preview of kind of what the reel will look like here. But I can say copy and resize and then open. And so then just like that, we now have 10 little reels here.
Wow.
So it's one reel, but then with the 10 images.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can download them separately too. So right now, I have 10 different slides or videos, if you will. I can always come here to share. When I download them, I can download them as separate files. If I truly want to use them as independent independent videos, you can easily do that.
Wow.
I can apply animation to this. So you saw that when I played it, there's no animation, but it's just static. I can easily come here, and once you have the document selected, you click on animate, and you'll see all your different animation options, including their little magic animate, where they use AI to kind of like animate
for you.
Yes.
Mm.
All right. So they recommend the professional style. So if I play it now, it didn't apply it. Okay. So I guess I got to click it. Okay. All right. Your design has been animated. So they animated it with the professional style, which is it's very subtle. Okay.
I want to mention that Daryl is here with us. So
hi, Daryl.
Thanks for watching live, Mr. Daryl. If you have any questions for Michael, this is your chance.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's using animate and the magic resize right there. Okay. But let me go back to this one. So also with the magic switch, you'll see how you have other options in here. So something new is this transform into doc, which is pretty cool. So if I click right here on transform into doc, it's going to give me these options. So I can get a summary of these 10 pages. I can get an email. So let's say I'm looking to write an email to promote this post or promote these quotes that I just set up. We can do that. So I'm just going to email, click on transform into doc.
No way.
You'll
Oh,
see that
wow.
What is the end result? I'm so intrigued.
there's- All right, so it's thinking. Come on. Yeah, because it reads through all of it and then it'll give you a nice little, it can give you a summary or email. So we'll see here. Let's see what it created for us.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I love
It
it.
created a document like a letter.
Oh my
Yeah, so you
gosh.
can easily make this into your email, right?
Oh, I need that for my art. I never send out my emails because I don't have time. I'm like,
And so it just went through all the quotes and it kind of summarized them in a nice little email. And
So now you know where I'm going. My head is going into a newsletter instead of a document,
yeah,
like
so you can do that.
a
So
newsletter.
let's do it one more time. Let's do this. We can do a blog post. Let's do the blog post.
Okay.
Transformative doc.
It is amazing.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's so many new features that they've added. I'm still
Yes.
trying to get my good handle on all the different features.
No, I'm eating food and I'm watching a video on these features, and I'm like, oh, I want to implement, but I'm just watching and watching. And so Daryl says, love this, saving time is the best. I
Yes.
agree. We have other things to do, right?
Exactly. And when, like and knowing this that you're sharing with us is going to save so much time.
It's so
That's the goal,
creative
to make
though,
it
and
more
also it's going to help us be more effective with our time, and it's going to help us in our businesses expand ourselves, think creatively even more. So, well, people think this is taking over and it's tampering creativity. I think no, I think it helps us create or segregate more creative
Oh, I love that.
juices.
Yeah, so it's got the content right there for our blog post.
Wow, wow.
And you can do, because this is in the Canva doc, so you can easily add images to this document if you needed to, right? You can always click on the
Right.
Oh,
plus.
wow.
You can use the magic right. You can add images,
I'm
design.
curious to where it says design, Michael, where it said design. I wonder
Right
if
here.
if it shuffles it into, oh, wow, what's happening? We'll find out.
So this is going to give me an option to like have a design for, so let's
Oh.
say I wanted this to be a part of the document. I would just click save and it's going to put it right there.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
So it's kind of going the newsletter direction then.
Yeah, so like like a newsletter or a blog, you can easily do that right there.
Oh,
If you have previous projects, so since I did that on the left-hand side here, if I click on projects and then designs, I can find some of my previous projects. So I'm just going to take one of these.
that have to do with it. Uh-huh.
All right, so if I take that, it kind of resizes it. We'll make that bigger. Let's see. Let's do something like that. We'll put her over here. All right, so I can do something like that and then click save, and it's going to put it here. So yeah, so that makes it really easy where you can add this document.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And then, so from the document, let's say I want to turn the document to something else. So you can come here to convert, get started. So now I can turn this into a presentation, like a PowerPoint type presentation. So it's going to have my brand colors at the top, but I can also choose some of the other layouts. And you can see some different examples. So let's say that I want to go with this layout. And so it didn't really make it fancy or anything, but you can kind of see where it was going. So it actually created all these slides for you based on your document.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot you can do with the designs there.
I love it because this is going to save us so much time so we can spend more time doing nature.
Yeah, so you can spend more time helping people, right?
Exactly, because this is, to me, it's being creative. It's an art,
So let me show this. I want to show one. I know we're going to be running out of time soon, but I want to show a couple other features, new features. So one feature that they recently added is the ability to make additional edits to photos. So like I've got this photo here selected. If I click on edit photo, and you see there's a few new options here in their Magic Studio. So we've always had the background remover, right? So I can always, we've always been able to do that. Easily remove the background from an image.
Right.
If you have the paid version, okay? Something they just added recently
I
was
love
this
that
magic
one.
grab. Oh, magic grab.
Yes, it's just crazy what it can do.
Yeah, so magic grab does its best to grab the person out of the photo and kind of separates them.
Mhm.
So if you look at that, it replaced the background. So just like that. So it refilled the background in for us, which allows you to now use this background with a different picture. See, before we used to just remove the background, but sometimes you want to remove the person, not the background, right?
Right.
Exactly. I have one that I was over in Glacier National Park, and there's people in the background that I want out of there, you know?
Yeah, like if I can just remove those people, that'd be great.
And it's
so
funny
that's pretty
because
cool.
there was a shadow. There was a shadow on the post, and I was so curious to know what it was going to happen with the shadow, and it kind of got rid of it or something.
Yeah, so let's go back to our original photo here. Let's see.
That's awesome.
Okay, so this is the original
Yeah.
photo.
See the shadow of his hair? Like,
Yeah. But he's not
Mhm.
there, so no shadow
it
needed.
did something with it. Oh my.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool right there. So that's just using the magic grab. Something else that's really cool is I'm gonna upload. Okay, so I'm gonna upload an image. Okay. So this is the promotional for today's thing, right? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, okay. So if I go here to edit photo, there's an option here that says grab text. I'm curious what it'll do on this. There's a lot of text on this image.
Yes, there is.
So let's find out. So I'm going to click grab text. So far, this has worked in every example I've tried with it.
What was it that you grabbed? That
The
just
text.
Grab text.
okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. So you see what it did. What it did was it separated all the text, which means let me make this bigger. Right. So that means I can actually edit this text if I needed to. Which is kind of scary to think about it, right? I mean,
it is. I was gonna say, my mind was going there.
I can change your text. Even
yeah,
right here,
you can.
freedom in nature.
People can just do whatever they want, huh?
Right?
Well, yeah, which is kind of scary considering how I got cloned last week, and I think Eric got cloned. Several of us did. They go in and they clone our Facebook accounts to make them sound like us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pictures, stealing everything off the internet, you know. So.
Yep. So even this right here, I can swap out, all the text really easily here.
I guess if you didn't like it, you can change it.
I know, right? I can change the text, change the dates really easily. I mean, so that's really powerful what it can do. Because a lot of times you may get an image and you're like, man, that image is great, but I don't like that text right there. Well, this gives you the option, the freedom, if you will, to go in and make those changes.
Very cool.
Even like how I remove unlock freedom in nature.
From the logo. Yeah. So I want to have our viewers think while Michael does his amazing things and getting ready for the next magic tool from Canva. Like, how can this enhance your productivity? How can it enhance your business? Tell us, how has it already? And if there's anything new a new trick or a new magic tool that Canva included that Michael doesn't have the time to share with us today, please say it in the comments. Sharing is caring, and that's what we like to do here with you guys. And Michael is doing this so amazingly. So anything that you missed out on, or any other questions you have for Michael, or if you know something, let us know. Share it with us. We would like to hear.
Yes. So I'll do one last magic example, and then I'll pop up the survey for everybody. So I'm just gonna let's take this picture here. So another example is, so you can see her. If I click on edit photo, there's an option here, Magic Expand. So I'm just going to click on Magic Expand, and I can either do free form, one by one, or whole page. I'm gonna do whole page in this example, and just click Magic Expand. And we'll just see what it gives us. It typically gives you 4 options. Oh, we got an error on the first.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing about new stuff, right? You just never know.
Yeah.
You don't. So
It's
I'm glad you're
working
showing
hard.
us all of this new stuff. I had no idea. And
It
I
is
was waiting for you to show me because I was like, nah, I'm just gonna let him show me.
What?
Okay, so look at this. So it gave us 3 new pictures.
Wait.
Wow.
It generated 3 options.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 4.
Oh.
I'm not sure what happened to the first one. And so
I-
you remember what the
that's-
original picture was? Let's go back to the original picture. So this is our original picture here. Actually,
Wow.
Michael, is there one that changes even the clothes, like the outfit?
I'm glad you asked. So let's just
Because
take
I saw
here.
something like that, and I'm like, this is
I've
amazing.
seen it in Adobe, but I haven't seen it in Canva. So I was
So you
wondering
see
the same thing.
here, edit photo. If we click on adjust, if you scroll down, you can see color edit. So you see there's 2, it pulled out 2 colors from this picture. So
It
if I click
does?
on the blue here, let's make it, see if we can make it red or something. It's not really getting red for me. It did get
Oh,
a
is it-
little lighter, but
Turned to kind of a reddish brown. There's green
yeah.
color.
I wonder if you can go to that color palette or
Yeah, so,
Oh,
so
at
that
least
was
it
it to get
changed it to green.
to green. That's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'm surprised I
Maybe
can't
it's
get the
because it
red.
has so much
Then
blue
maybe blue
tone
is
in it,
too
you know.
dark.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it is. Yeah. But yeah, you can
Oh,
play around.
Abdur is watching too, and he is a graphic designer. So Abdur is saying very impressive.
Thank you, Abdul, my friend.
And then Daryl is saying definitely have to watch this again. Yes, I agree. Like not only once, like twice, so you can grasp all these new things.
Oh, at least twice.
Yeah.
So let's try that with her yellow. I'm curious if we can get her yellow changed. So that's edit photo, adjust, color, edit.
Okay.
right, so there you go.
That is amazing.
Yep. So she can try out different outfits, right?
Exactly. It probably has to do something with whatever the color tones are in the image, you know, like the other one was so dark. Because I've noticed that on a few, when I've done effects on my nature photos, if I want to do something for a quote, you know, I might change it up. And so that's very cool though. Because look, it changed even her makeup color.
Oh yeah, it did. Yep.
To
I didn't even notice. So that's cool. So here's what I would like to do. So in order for you all to get a PDF version of the handout, I'd love for you to take a quick 1-minute survey just to give me feedback, testimonials, and all of that. But it also give you the ability to download, like I said, the PDF version of this handout. And Lori, I don't know if you're able to add it to the Facebook group or not. If you have it from the chat, I can put it back in the chat.
Yes, you're in the Facebook. Oh, yes, I will do that.
Yeah, I don't have it open. I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, I understand. You're doing it, Lori?
I can do it. Mhm.
Okay, otherwise I would do it for you. We'll make sure it gets in there, so.
Yeah, and there's so many other features in Canva. Like I went through really, really quickly, but I use Canva a lot for even print products as well. And so I'll show that as an example. So I'm gonna.
Well, I use it for, like you said, for social media, for everything that you can think of between it and ChatGPT. It seems like those are both open on my spot. I have two
Exactly
screens,
right.
and they're both open. Okay.
Yep. Every day, I open both of them up.
I know I had to close everything down yesterday because our power, they were doing power stuff. And so we were without power for over half a day yesterday.
Ooh.
But and that was so weird because it's like, I can't use my Canva or ChatGPT.
Yeah, that'd be painful. So here's an example of a print product. So I created this in Canva, a little marketing thing that I use when I go networking, but it's a 2-sider little handout that I can give people, but it was all created using Canva printed it on Canva, and they delivered it to my house. I've done business cards as well in Canva. So like I said, it's
Awesome.
great time saver. You can keep it all on brand, and you're in control of the design, which I love. And anything you order from Canva, you don't have to get it in large quantity. So like even like business cards, you can get like 100 if you just want to test it out because you know you may change. You can easily do something like that.
I love that. So
All right. So any other questions? I know we're at the top of the hour almost.
I think you you nailed it. You helped us create very simple, basic, beautiful, eye-catching images. Let's see. I already posted your survey. Abdur is saying that is impressive. Daryl loves it and wants to watch it again. I just hope people get to watch it and ask questions there as they watch the replay. Yes, Tammy?
I was going to say, we have a lot of people that watch later, that watch the replays because of work or their schedules. So I am so happy this is recorded because I'll be watching this replay too.
And yesterday was a holiday. Maybe today people are swamped and doing their thing, but I hope people don't miss this. And Michael, thanks for sharing. How has it helped you? Okay, so that handout and the business card looks amazing. Anything else, Michael, like in your presentations, in your live virtual presentations, live?
Yes. So I use Canva presentations almost all the time, and Canva has made it so. One, of course, it saves time, but it just made it me be able to show up better, right? Everything looking nice, crisp. I love being able to be on brand with anything that I do. I mean, so Canva definitely makes my life that much better.
I need to use the Canva presentation more. So thank you for sharing that part.
So I'll share one last example then, since you mentioned the presentation. Let me just show an example of creating a presentation from scratch. So here, if I click on presentations, I'm just going to pick a blank presentation, and we'll use AI to generate this presentation.
And can I share something about presentations?
Yes.
We think of presentations, of course, when we're going to speak, when we're going to explain something. But I started a new mentorship program, and for the person that's going to mentor me in a specific program, I created a presentation of everything that I am, so he can understand me better. To help me better. So I used the slides in a presentation to explain who I am. Who am I? So it's just for even like, and for family meetings, if I want visuals for my kids' families and good quotes. I mean, it just, presentations are amazing for multiple reasons.
Absolutely. Right. So here I'm going to use Magic Design here. So what I'm going to do, I got to break a blank presentation up. On the left-hand side right here, you'll see the little, I guess a star or something. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But it says use 5+ words to describe. So I typed in a text. It says 5 tips for unlocking power through freedom and nature. And I'm going to press enter. And now Canva's AI is going to work its magic and give me some presentation options here. Okay. So right here, I've got a 7-slide presentation. I can click on this, and I'm just going to apply all 7 pages. All right. So just like that, we've got, and I'll present this. So we've got 5 tips for unlocking power through freedom and nature. Embrace freedom. All right. Okay. So here's our tips: get out of your comfort zone, connect with nature, embrace simplicity. Yep, find your tribe. And thank you for exploring. All right.
Oh, wow. I love it.
So just like that. And of course, you can apply your brand to this if you wanted to. I can easily click here on the left, select my brand, and I can apply my brand to all the pages if I wanted to. So you have those options. And you can always replace
purple.
Right? So
Hey,
you can do all
purple's
that.
one of my favorite colors too. So
can't go wrong with purple for sure. Right?
Very royal, very amazing color.
Well, we do have a purple and orange in ours. So.
Yeah.
So we like we said, So glad Daryl joined live. And
Yep.
then you guys,
Outdoor tech. There was quite a few people. So thank you for joining.
All right.
thank
Well,
you
thank
for
y'all for
joining.
having me today. I enjoyed it.
Yes,
Thank you
and
so
then-
much. We appreciate you. So this was awesome.
And then I'm sure that survey is simple to do and it's not going to take a lot of your time.
Less
The
than a minute to fill out the survey.
survey is right there. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now because I'm super grateful about.
Exactly. And then with the filling out the survey, they get the PDF from the notes from this. So,
Yes.
and which is extra amazing. So we appreciate that. So
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So we can't wait to hear from you guys and to see you again next week. Okay.
exactly. Hey, maybe you could, if they want, they can share a picture or something that they created using Michael's format here on Canva.
That'd be
So,
good. Yeah.
do post it here. So
Absolutely.
or they can go to the Unlocking Freedom in Nature site, Facebook page, and post it there. So either here or there, doesn't matter. So
Everywhere.
exactly. And I will be actually putting this up on different sites too, this recording. So I appreciate you, Michael. You've helped
welcome,
me
Sam.
out a lot. So I'll be using them.
Happy to help. Happy to help. You ladies have a wonderful day.
And
Bye,
thank
everybody.
you. Boy, thanks everyone. Have a great week.